For those who disrupt the natural order, we are destined to be misunderstood, to be strange, to be uncommon. It is the price that we have to pay in order to be these eccentric, beautiful creatures that we are. And I pray that you rejoice because you are phenomenal. Let's raid. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to the Preface and Introduction to Reading and Raging with Charles C. Patton. I am Charles C. Patton, and I want to thank each of you for spending your time with me today. So, being that this is the first upload to the YouTube channel and the podcast, I wanted to take this opportunity to share with you why I decided to create this community, what content you can expect from each chapter, and also the format that you can expect from each chapter, as well as some other important information that I hope will be beneficial to you. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to Reading and Raging with Charles C. Patton, the podcast. Through an in-depth analysis of creative written works, thought-provoking conversations, as well as critical commentary on the world around us, RRC serves as a haven for individuals that yearn to inspire and awaken the light from within. Designed to aid each of us in our journeys for self-discovery and enlightenment, pushing us closer to actualizing our unique purpose. We can't wait for you to be a part of this conversation. And now, let's rage. So firstly, I want to acknowledge and send my thoughts and prayers to all of you who have been negatively impacted by COVID-19. At the recording of this upload, we have in the United States seen about 7 million people infected and over 200,000 deaths because of the virus. I know that this is a really tough time for everybody, and I've been feeling it, and I'm sure you've been feeling it. But if you are able, please stay home as much as possible and social distance when you are around people, and please wear your mask when you're out and about, because that'll protect yourself and it'll protect other people. And I want to give a huge thank you to all of the essential workers, all of the teachers, all of the doctors, the nurses, the EMTs, everybody who has helped create an atmosphere of hope and have been putting their lives on the line to help those who are in need. Additionally, I want to send a huge thank you and just give my full admiration to all of you who have been participating in the protests and the civil unrest that we've seen in this country and worldwide. Because of the people that are sacrificing themselves, going out on the streets and voicing their opinions and fighting the good fight against racial inequality and police brutality in this country and abroad. I can't tell you how great it feels to know that people are behind something that you know in your gut is righteous. And to all of you who are feeling a way about this election that's coming up, I feel you. I definitely understand if you are apprehensive and you don't necessarily have trust in the systems that we have, because there's really, we've seen for so long that the system is not for marginalized groups and specifically Black people. So, but with that being said, I do urge all of you who are 18 and above and citizens of this country, United States, that you do register to vote. And in particular, if you are registered to vote, please vote early. We know that this administration has been doing countless things to undermine the very fabric of this democracy. And even though there's questions and there's conversations that need to be had in reference to what this democracy has even been standing on to begin with, but I think that it is imperative for all of you to be registered and to vote early. If you need an absentee ballot, please go and to the link in the description below. All of that information will be there for you. Please do your due diligence and go out and vote. Get this administration out of office. We can have conversations and we can hold all of the people that we need to accountable when we get them in office and even before then. But it's important for our voice to be heard in the polls, and we will continue to do the necessary steps afterwards to make sure that all of our people are fought for and we have an equal protection under the law for all people. So I'm sure that a lot of you are asking, like, what is this platform? Why did he create it? What's going on here? And I hear you, and that's why I wanted to take this time to explain what it is, why I decided to create it, and all of these things. So I have always been fed by true, real conversations that were primarily focused on a deeper understanding of self, of other people, other perspectives, the world and society and how it works, spirituality, intellectualism, all of these things, right? And through that search and through that yearning, through podcasts, through YouTube channels, through newsrooms, through plays, through all of these certain conversational pieces, I realized that whenever the conversation was centered around a written work, or whether that be a novel, a play, op-ed, other articles, or even a certain simple phrase, that it provided a context and a foundation that allowed for a more robust and enlightened conversation that had the potential to impact people on ways of uplifting themselves, influencing policies and other things like this. And I wanted to create a community of people and something that I wanted to hear and that I was yearning to hear that other people might be able to share in. So I've always had an interesting relationship when it came to reading and reading comprehension. I wasn't able to read until I was about in second, third grade. And I always thought that this was a testament to my intellect and that people were lying to me when they were saying that I was smart and all of these things because I could not necessarily comprehend what I was reading. And I didn't learn so much later that this is something that a lot of people go through. And I wanted to accent that and to share that part of my story because I became a lover of words and of reading and all of these things. Because once I was able to comprehend what I was reading, it definitely informed my perspective of the world, my understanding of what's going on, like how through spirituality, intellectualism, all of these things. And I feel that bringing that out to people and sharing with them that it's not just reading is not just sitting down, flipping through a book and that's, you know, the end all be all to reading. We all read, we all go through our day and have some level of understanding when it comes to written works. And I've always been one to want to share my perspective and to share other people's perspectives. And I feel like this will be a great tool for people to use to come in and be acclimated and show them different written works and show them the fullness of what words can do for people. And this is not going to be a platform where we do like a synopsis of, you know, all of these written works and that's just what it's going to be. That's not what this is about. This is using those written works to have a foundation and to build off of conversations that we can have that inform our being on this planet and provide different perspectives and different experiences that can ultimately help people and help them feel less alone, and push them to be better for themselves. And honestly, if I'm being like completely honest and truthful, I'm really creating this platform for myself because I love having these types of conversations, and I love meeting new people, and even sharing different perspectives to different people, and having that for myself so that I can inform my own understanding of myself and of other people through all of these different mediums. So that was the crux of what I wanted to create here. And we actually have a book club, and the first book on our reading list right now is this book right here. It's called Stamped from the Beginning: The Definitive History of Racist Ideas in America. And we wanted to include this as our first book for the book club because this was during the time that the civil unrest was happening, and we wanted to provide people a resource that they could truly dive deep into and get an understanding of where all of this is coming from, whether you're Black, you're white, you're Hispanic, Latino, Asian, all of these things. It's important for us to know where exactly our society is founded on, what it was founded on, so that we can be better people because of it. So each chapter will consist of a conversation that I will have with someone or some people that I admire, and we base the conversation off of a written work that they are interested in. And this can be a novel, this can be a poem, a song, a single phrase, graffiti art, a play. Any of these things are up for grabs. And we use this as not only a way to discuss the work itself, but we take it a step further and we discuss the real world implications, building off from there our own experiences and how the work has ignited some sort of understanding within ourselves. Now, one thing that I love about the podcast and the videos that I gravitate towards, such as Small Doses, Super Soul Conversations, Odd Ones podcasts, King of Reads, more specifically the In the Middle series, For Harriet platform, all of these different podcasts and videos, they do not shy away from having full conversations regardless of how long it might take. So with this platform, it is designed for you to sit down and relax, to clean or do whatever, feels right to you, but really sit down and intently listen to what we're talking about. And I promise you that it will be worth it, the conversations that we have had, and it wasn't intentional, but because of the way the conversations have gone, it looks like that is the style of this podcast, of this YouTube channel. And I promise you it will be amazing. You will not be disappointed. I want this channel to be a place, a safe haven for individuals who are just looking to awaken something within themselves. And I do not claim to have all the answers for anything. This is not some pompous tool for me to insert my own perspective or the way into anyone else's lives or anything like that. I am here to learn just as much as you are. And I truly believe in the act of reciprocity, and for all of us to be in this community with one another, having these types of conversations. And that looks like whether you tuning in every single week, whether that looks like you messaging us or you commenting or sharing the video or the podcast, or however that looks like for you. I want all of us to learn and to grow from this. And if I'm being completely honest, I'm trying to force myself into a better understanding of the world and of self. So I honestly believe that this is a great tool for all of us to use and come in community with one another. And hopefully this platform will do all of these things for you. I am so excited to deconstruct what we thought and what we were taught as truths before, and uproot all of that toxicity that we have internalized for such a long time by affirming ourselves, affirming other people, and by just being in community with one another. We will be uploading new chapters every Sunday and every Wednesday, and you can find the link to each of these in the description below, or you can follow us on IG, Twitter, and Facebook at Reading and Raging, and you can follow me at Charles C. Patton on each of these platforms. Let's work to have open dialogue about those in power, about systems of oppression, about love, about freedom of expression, about our own experiences, all of these things. So if you're open to joining us, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and be a part of the RRC family. One conversation can change the trajectory of someone's life for the better. Together, we can make that happen for you, for me, and for everyone around us. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take some time to look inward and start with forgiveness. See you on the next one. Love always.